in all my years of experience in manufacturing, and certainly the last 13, 14 years in EMS and PCB, I can tell you that I wish more companies would adopt operations science. I think a lot of problems can be solved, and even more so, a lot of problems could be avoided if people adopted the techniques and the science. The reality is they do little pieces of it. I like to think of operations science as an institution, and something like lean, I look at as a department of that institution, right? And you referenced it earlier in our conversation. I was part of your organization back 15 years ago when you were factory physics, and I just fell in love with this notion of there's actually a scientific approach to addressing the uncertainty and variability in a production system, right? Before I got to that stage, those were thoughts that never crossed my mind. But as I sat through and I learned and I listened from you and from Mark Spearman and from Jeff Bell and from all these gurus, it's fascinating to me that more people don't understand even what basic uncertainty and variability is. I mean, you have variability in demand, you have variability in your processing time, in your machine availability, in when the materials show up to the door, right? And this notion that there's a science that allows you to incorporate three key buffers: capacity, inventory, and time. And the trick is designing those in such a way that allow you to address whatever your goals are for cost, service level, and throughput. How can you not be in love with that concept? And yet, and I'm not saying it's easy, but it's learnable. I think there's an opportunity with good marketing, with good promotion. And you've done a phenomenal job of starting the institute, and you've got some real high profile companies that are doing this stuff. And I just think there's more opportunity for us as thought leaders to get this stuff across. And the EMS industry would be great because they're dealing all the time with high mix, low volume, right? Unless you're Jabil or Flex or Foxconn, okay, that's three companies. Most of the rest of the EMS world do not deal with low mix, high volume. They're dealing with just the flip of that, high mix and low volume. Well, these tools and these things are great, but what happens is everyone focuses on things like what I call the department, lean, as an example. Well, what is lean? In my view, lean is, well, you're reducing inventory. Okay, but that doesn't happen in a vacuum. You have to think about the other two buffers. If you're going to reduce inventory, that's going to cost you in time and capacity, right? But how many people think that way? Nobody thinks that way.